Welcome to Not Like This, episode number 50, and we're recording right now.
Finally.
I was in the Discord waiting for Jim, and I just, I send him a little, like a call. That's how Discord works. And it doesn't get picked up. I'm like, all right, he's doing whatever, he's shit, and the dog's doing something, whatever. And so I go back to wrestling, I'm waiting. And I have a toothpick, so I got chicken in my teeth, and I'm just over here cranking away like mother
chicken.
And then I look at the Discord, and I was like, "Oh, Jim's been in this call for a while."
Yep. I've been hearing that chicken.
I was like, "Oh, that's unfortunate." And I didn't know you were there because you were doing audio things over there. So this weekend was the second or third. It's the third Dad Bod show. Dad Bod.
Dad Bod.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. I wasn't there.
No.
I just know it's great because it's Dad Bod.
This is Dad Bod.
I mean, that's where the bar is. The bar is high. And the bar is also in Highland, Indiana, because that's the only place they fucking do shows.
Not true. Our first show was in Tinley Park, Illinois. And we also have another show coming up in Tinley Park, Illinois.
Yes.
On January 20. Wait for it.
3rd.
January 20. Oh, you guess now.
5th.
25th. January 25th. Hailstorm Brewery. We're back, baby.
We're back. Oh, good. I can't. See, that's good news for me because now I don't have to drive an hour, and I'll do that for Dad Bod. I'll do that shit.
Dad Bod's back. All right.
But now I can just fucking 10 minutes. I can have that extra beer or two. Like, I know I could drive it.
It's a good idea.
Hey, could someone up there bring me a beer?
Great idea.
I could do that. Ooh, sound like a no. Sound like a hard no.
It did sound like a hard no, didn't it? Dad Bod's back. All right.
So how was the show? The show was good. Any stories? Any fun stuff?
Well, oh God, I would assume the person that I'm going to tell a story about probably doesn't listen to the show. So there was a lady there.
Damn it, I missed women.
Did you? So there was.
That's why I go to Dad Bod shows. I go for the clam. I go for that shoulder meat.
Yeah. Did you? So there was this lady there, and well, how do I put it? So she had a ball cap on and a jacket, and
sporty.
Quite a rasp to her. And
it's too hard. Okay.
She was hitting on a very attractive woman that was there.
Nice. Nice.
And also hitting on us. And then after the show, she was like drunk and gave me a hug and was like trying to tell me how good the show was. And then I could just hear that. I just felt that stubble on my face, on my stubble from her stubble. And I was like, ooh, boy.
And then it's stuck together like Velcro. And you're like, well, we're here for a while. It seems. Look what you've done.
She was really nice. I'm not trying to take that away from her at all.
No, she was just drunk and she was prowling, and she was just that nice, long, deep hug where you've stopped hugging long ago.
Drunk, prowling, those are correct. Enthusiastic about the show. She was happy about our song choices for stuff. We played some songs we haven't played before there. We played... I'm not going to tell you because if you come to Hailstorm, we'll play them there. But it won't just be the same old that you're used to.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Did any of my suggestions leak through? Was there like a Psycho Sid theme? Any wrestling themes in there?
No wrestling themes.
90s. Oh.
In fact, I want to say no upbeat songs got added.
Oh, I know that. Oh, we know.
Oh, he's that beer.
It's Dad Bod, so it's a funny thing where it describes middle-aged men when they got a little gut. That sounds fun and cute. Or they put just like some high energy. Anything? No, it's real depressing. Like if you had a pudgy belly and you're in your mid-30s, so it's all it's like no, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, that's my fault. Dad Bod. All right, Hailstorm, January 25th. Let me put that on my calendar.
So I introduced Jeremy as a song about a kid who just doesn't like school.
That's fun.
I mean, it's not inaccurate.
If anyone goes to see Jim and Dad Bod, Jim will intro the songs, or there'll be banter. Well, Jim will say some shit between songs.
It's not quite banter.
And
it's just one person talking.
It's fun. I'm just like, this guy wants to go to an open mic so bad. Because it's like, he's probably got a good five. He's got a tight five just on music jokes alone.
He's got a tight five. I've done, I guess it was an open mic. Does stand-up comics count?
Sure.
I mean, it's about
a lot less has counted. So yes.
Okay, then yes. Then yeah. I've done a little here and there. Yeah, I like it. I don't. Some people like to play live except for talking with people, but I actually really enjoy that part.
Yeah, and it seems, if you're going to be doing these, breweries, these, they're not huge fucking venues. It seems beneficial.
Yeah, people remember that. I think people like that kind of thing. If it's not a big production type of show, people like to feel like they're part of the action.
Can you do the Jeff Jarrett Road Dogg song "With My Baby Tonight"? Can you learn this by the 25th?
You know what? What's cool about the Dad Bod shows is I always have a little bit of freedom when we're coming back from break where I can play whatever I want. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Well, no, fucking Tord's still taking a shit, and you're like, well, I'm here.
But it is just me. It's songs only I need to know is what I'm getting at. So, in theory, it's not that big of a stretch for that to happen. That's all I'll say at this moment.
I love it. See, the problem with that is it's like now I have to go. But the lyrics are. I think you could just ad lib the lyrics, which is great. All right. If you have any suggestions for the Dad Bod set list, just post them on our Facebook page.
Wait, why is that a problem now that you have to go? I think that's a good thing.
Well, the pressure's on.
The heat is on. The heat is on. The heat is on.
So I'm trying to get to silver in Overwatch. And for those who don't know what silver is...
You motherfucker. You're playing competitive Overwatch without me?
No. Just my my overall ranking.
Right. Oh, shit. Yeah, because silver sucks. Right.
Silver... Oh, yeah. And
in competitive, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for those who don't know, when you get into a game, you're either bronze, silver, or gold, essentially, and you have a bunch of stars under it. But it's mostly those colors that matter. And bronze is like, all right, you've got the game. You own the game. Silver is like, okay, you own the game. You've been playing for a while. You're probably pretty good. When you see somebody that's gold, they've been putting in a lot of hours and they're very good. So I'm going to be graduating to silver soon. So that's going to be a lot of pressure on me because when I see silver on our team or on the other team, I expect some shit to get done.
Here's a problem too. Tord and I are not, for those of you just tuning in, Tord is actually Justin, and he's in Dad Bod, and he plays
That's not canon.
Bass guitar and acoustic guitar and sings in Dad Bod. But Tord is his online handle name thing. So, Justin, we're not far behind. We're pretty far behind, but we're both going to be hitting silver around the same time. So relatively shortly here, you're going to be silver, and then in a few months, three of us are going to be silvers, and it's a lot of pressure.
That's going to put us in some very difficult matchups as well.
You think so?
We're not going to see these bronze jabronis anymore.
You think does that matter in quick play? Because we see a lot of golds. Right?
Yeah, a little bit. All I know is, you getting your beer? Is that a beer delivery?
No, it's not a beer delivery.
Fuck. All I know is if you ever, you got a day off or you're sick or you work from home and you're like, let me get a little afternoon Overwatch in, don't, because it's a nightmare because everyone sucks and they're trolling and they're like, we're just here to have fun. I'm like, you know what's fun? Fucking winning. What we have 8 DPS and there's not even 8 slots on the team. How are we doing this? It's awful. And I'm just grinding because I want that silver. I'm just there for the silver. Oh,
it's like the great Chicago manager Ozzie Guillen once said, fun is winning is fun, right? He meant fun is winning is fun. No matter if I'm playing like some character that I don't feel like playing, but we're winning, I'm having way more fun than if I'm playing the character I want to play and we're losing.
Yeah.
Winning is always the most fun.
Yeah, I definitely get like, I want to try a new character, or I'm tired of playing this guy. Let me practice. I get that. But these people are just like, we're just trying to have fun. Then we got routed. And I was like, did you have fun?
We're just trying to have fun. Oh yeah, was that fun?
Was that fun for you? How much fun did you have?
We're just having fun over here, huh?
Jake. Hey, Jake. Asshole. Oh.
Just want to have a little bit of fun. You know what I'm talking about?
I hear the pooch right now. Let me do a little commentary, a little play-by-play for the people. The dog just came in from outside where it did a pee and a poo, but in about, 3.5 minutes here, it's going to do another pee and a poo.
Actually,
5 feet behind Jim, and Jim's going to go, what the fuck?
You're a little incorrect. He came down from upstairs, and he already did the pee. Smells like maybe there's poo? Or is it just pee, or we got poo?
I don't know. I smell it too, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I smell poo as well, but I don't see it.
It's a mysterious season, Christmas is.
Yeah.
You know?
Christmas time.
Where's baby Jesus going to pop out of, and is that dog shit? That's what I think when I hear it's a Christmas season. Speaking of this, I'm sure this has been talked to on every fucking podcast, and it's kind of a couple weeks old, but I'm sure you're aware of the baby it's cold outside controversy.
Yes,
Jim?
Yeah, I am.
People taking a look at the lyrics, they're like, this, for those who don't know, it's that, who does it? Do we even know who does it? I don't know.
The original, I don't know. It's been done and redone and done again and done again.
Dean Martin and shit. But everyone knows the song, and it's got some lyrics in there that people are saying that's a little date rapey. And of course, I'm like, stop being soft. Jesus, you're gonna ruin this now. Oh, the PC police. Because
No.
I mean, we as a country are yes, we are soft. We're getting fucking soft, and I hate this PC shit. And I'm looking at the lyrics though, and there's a lyric where she says, "Hey, what's in this drink?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, that is a problem, isn't it?" So I was like, "Okay, you win this round." Because he's trying to get her to stay and stuff. She's like, "Motherfucker, I gotta go," and I'm like, it's playful banter. But when she says, "Say, what's in this drink?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, now you fucked up, Dino. Went too far.
It's written by Frank Loesser in 1944, and I'm trying to find out like the version that we all hear on the radio all the time, and I'm not positive on which one we're used to hearing. Other recordings, that doesn't do me any good. There is a Dean Martin version. It's been done a lot, and this is something that I know. My wife Chris, for a long time, has said like this song always creeped me out. Like it's just kind of, hey, where you going? No, stay right. Drink this.
Fucking cold.
And what I hate is from what I can gather, like the fake anti-outrage. Like no one's outraged. We're just all kind of collectively saying, "Hey, isn't this song isn't it kind of rapey?" Nobody's saying like you should ban the song and you never should hear it and it's the worst song ever. But nobody I know that has seen this, everyone's going like, yeah, we all know we've always thought it's really creepy and rapey.
Yeah, well, it was getting pulled from these radio stations. I don't think I've heard it on the one that we have that's Christmas all the time, and I love it. Although I haven't listened to it much because it's like 50 degrees, and I can't listen to Christmas music when it's like I can go fishing. But yeah, I've seen people, and I'm sure like open micers and comedians have talked about this like for fucking years. Like this has always been a thing.
Yeah,
this fucking song.
I always thought Santa Baby was creepy.
That's another one. It was just we just kind of lit it. We were just like, it's catchy, you know?
Yeah, the what's in this drink is...
Hey, say, what's in this drink?
Yeah, like...
Fucking Christ.
No matter how you slice it, like, she's just saying it's strong. Or are there roofies in it? Whatever. Either way, he's trying to, like, chemically get her to stay.
Yeah, it's hard to spin. It's hard to spin that one.
It's hard to spin. Like, ooh, it's nice. What is that, eggnog?
Say,
no,
it's in this?
Hey, what'd you slip in my drink? The bummer is there's a really awesome version that I love by Brian Setzer that's on the Brian Setzer Orchestra Christmas album, and I don't think I'm going to stop listening to that one.
That's the rub. It's a very catchy song. I love like the back and forth, like singing stuff. Like it's like that, and even Santa Baby. It's like this is fucking fun, good song. It's just like let's just not look at it too deeply. Here's my question: is somebody going to capitalize on this, a recording artist, and kind of alter it a bit, where it's the same song, but maybe we get rid of that roofie part? And then that becomes the one that we hear.
That's a great question. I would think that
I'd get on it though.
I was thinking the other way. Like maybe one of these like fucking PC police. I'm gonna do one. Be like, hey, girl, I'm gonna tie you up because it's cold outside. You know, like
Steve Austin.
Like even go harder the other way. You know.
Oh.
You know, like for shock value.
Oh, you want to go? It's a fucking blizzard. Yeah, you're dead now. You could have stayed.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. She was trying to escape my house when I was trying to rape her. Because it's cold outside.
Did you add an H to rape? That's amazing.
I sure did. All it takes is half a Lagunitas.
I just wanted to touch on that.
Yeah, I've always thought it's sort of weird. I always thought Santa Baby was weird because she's like trying to like sex Santa up, his whole fat guy that I'm sitting on his lap. Like, was he getting hard thinking about her, wanting stuff
Gold
for
Digger song?
Yeah, like it's just creepy. Like Santa should be a sexual figure.
It's just fun. Because when this controversy was happening, like pulled from radio stations, I was like, you did. Oh, I was ready, Jim. I was ready to fucking go nuts. And then I was like, all right, let me click on a couple of these. Let me look at some of these lyrics. And most of it was just people bullshitting, like you said, just me. But then, I looked at those lyrics, but that say what's in this drink. I was like, you win. Like if I was a lawyer, I'd be like, I can't take this case. I can't take this case.
Like if if the lyrics were a jury panel, you right away you'd be like, can we get rid of what's in this drink? And then I'm good with the jury.
Yes, exactly, 100%. So, yeah, that's that. Will it start to snow at all? I mean, I'm not a huge snow fan, but I do like it occasionally in December. To feel that season.
I'm not a huge fan of it on Christmas Day because I usually have to go somewhere. But on Christmas Eve, it is kind of nice. And I hate the winter and I hate the snow. And I'm not a particularly, boisterous fan of Christmas. But on Christmas Eve, the big fluffy flakes that coming down, like that's always nice. And then I think, how many times has that ever happened in my life? Like maybe I would imagine probably at this point because I'm getting old, but I can't think of any off the top of my head that were memorable.
What's memorable? Because we have the technology. We can did it fucking snow? Go to that weather.com.
I thought you meant like we can make it snow every Christmas Eve.
Elon Musk has a new toy. So I saw a headline.
Snow rockets.
That blew my fucking mind. If anyone follows me on Instagram, aka the Gram, at Dale Zawada, then what headline fucking shook me to my core because I've heard rumors of something like this for years, especially because they're always remaking movies and rebooting movies. And I was like, maybe one day. Toxic Avenger movie reboot in the works at Legendary. The Toxic Avenger, the trauma movie. And for those who know me, know that I'm a big trauma fan. I get my sensibilities. A lot of it come from watching those movies growing up. The ultra violence, the gore, the schlock, the sex humor. Big trauma guy. And a Toxic Avenger is like it's their big one. Some would argue it's their only one. And when we hit that era of reboots and remakes, I was like, there was talk then that this person's interested, and it was like Seth Rogen wants to something, or Kevin Bacon, something. Same person.
Yeah, okay.
And it never happened, which is such a fucking trauma thing because it's like they're remaking the worst bullshit that's ever existed, and they're still not even fucking with you. It just made me laugh. But now it looks like it's happening over at Legendary. There's not a lot of information, director and cast or anything like that. It just seems to be official that Legendary is going to be doing. And they make a lot of horror movies and modest budget stuff. I think like Saw and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm excited because if either way, even if it's bad, which is fine, it's a fucking trauma movie remake. It's gonna get more eyes on the company, and people are like, "Oh, did you know the South Park guys? They have a trauma movie. It's called Cannibal the Musical, and it's good for trauma overall, and maybe they can get a little money and pump out some more movies. They make a movie like every 5 years, and I need more.
I did not know that
guts.
Cannibal. I didn't know that Cannibal was a trauma movie.
I mean, they picked it up. They didn't fund it or anything, but when they made it, they were like, "We'll distribute that," and they were like, "Yeah." Everyone else said no, so sure, we're college kids, and they went on to do
So
that thing.
I'm not a huge Toxic Avenger fan. Like I can't. I've maybe seen parts of a few of them once,
Sure.
here and there. So for you as a fan, what are the essentials that they have to? What do they need to stay true to make you happy?
For this remake, this Toxic Avenger remake,
Yes.
I mean, it's a simple story. He's this really as cartoony nerd you could get, mop boy at a gym. So they probably update that, as like a fucking LA Fitness or something. And he's all the jocks there bully him and all this kind of shit. And they're like, all right, well, here's what we're gonna do. Because basically they just need to do a shot-by-shot remake where it doesn't look like shit because it's fucking hilarious. And they're like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take one of our broads because they're also bitches. We're assholes and they're bitches. That's why we're all together. And we're gonna send them in there in the sauna like they're gonna fuck. She's gonna seduce him. And when the light comes back on, he's gonna be kissing like a pig or something. That'd be real funny. So they do that. They give him a little prank, and he like freaks out. And something jumps. Oh yeah, he accidentally catches on fire.
Wait a minute. Whoops! I'm on fire.
something on fire. And oh yeah, because she's like, it really turns me on. Wear this when you go in there, and I'll be naked waiting for you. And it's a pink tutu, and that's why a Toxic Avenger wears a fucking tutu. Which, if you've ever wondered why. That's why. So he's wearing this tutu. He's on fire. He jumps out of this window into a vat because a truck carrying this toxic goo is like a stoplight right there. And boom, he goes right into it. And he just kind of like fucking burns and melts as he's running through the street. And he ends up at like the junkyard. And it's like a full day of just like hell. And then like he turns into the Toxic Avenger, this superhuman, super strength monster, and his voice changes and he sounds like a very sexy man, and he starts going after bad guys, and it's great. And he gets those bullies, he gets the criminal element of Tromaville, and it's great. The fucking violence is hilarious. There's the infamous the bullies what they do at night is they'll go run people over, like homeless and stuff, and extra points. Like, that's a grandmother, that's extra 10 points, that kind of shit. And they run over this boy on a bike, and he's like, he flips real bad, and he's laying there in the street, and he's like, go back and get him. And they do, and they run over his head, and of course the head's a watermelon, with the fucking face painted on it, and it just looks so brutal. And so they need that watermelon head smash, and that's it. It's a simple story. Turn him into the Thing, and then he's going to kill a lot of bad guys. So you need it to still be funny. I need it to still be funny. That's part of the charm of the property. It needs to be funny. It needs to be funny, but I don't know if they'll do that. I don't. Okay. If you're buying this, because here's what I'm picturing. Okay, you're thinking franchise. One man. Mop. On the taste of my lips, I'm toxic, and I'm like a slow dystopian cover of "Toxic" by Britney Spears. Like they're gonna serious it up on you, and I'm worried about that. If they commit to it, I'd take a dead serious version of it. If you want a dark addicted to you, that you're toxic. You're mocking it, but that sounds amazing. Because I'm picturing like this pan up where it starts at like his knees, then up, and you see like the tutu, and he's got a mop. Oh, and he just like stabs into the ground like. Rrr. Does Legendary have the dough to license Toxic? Because if they do, that trailer is going to be epic. Yeah, maybe they might. Depends where they put their money in this project. You just got to license the publishing because you're going to do your own version. Like with the in a minor key maybe, and like the dreary epic trailer version of it. Anyway, you don't need the original master license, just the song. Now, one thing that's funny about the Toxic Avenger movies is there's 4 of them. And I'm sure there's about 55 people who have played the Toxic Avenger in 4 movies. So I hope they don't fuck up and are like, we need to fucking get Wolverine to be it's like, no, you just get a big stunt guy and you put on the makeup. You just get a B or C guy. Don't fuck around. BRC, big red cock? Yeah. What? Yeah. So I'm excited. Is it the same voice though? Is like the same guy does the voice in all the movies or anything like that? No, but they do. I have a big hero voice. Oh, I will save Trobaville. It's fun. It's a fun thing that they do. It's usually a different guy. And Stan Lee narrates the opening to I think all of them, which is fun because they're friends. Well, not anymore. Now he's dead. I hope they use the opening narration from the first one, just like they just use that in this one. So many options. I want to help produce this movie. I don't want to write it. I don't want to direct it. Just let me help produce. Let me just steer the ship. Let me steer it. I don't want to make it. Let me point you in the direction, the island of success. I don't want to make it. I just want you to make it the way I want it made. That's how producers work. So, another story that caught my eye. It's such a good one. I hope so. North Carolina boy says he was fat shamed by Santa. In North Carolina, no doubt. So this is from Forest City, North Carolina. What you want for Christmas, you fat fuck? You want to? This is from ABC11.com. A lot of children look forward to visiting Santa during the holidays, but one North Carolina boy said he was fat shamed by Kris Kringle. Oh, kayfabe. Easy with the name drops. Rocky Maivia. Anthony Mays, 9, and his mother Ashley said they met Saint Nick. Yeah, we get it. You know all the names. Anthony, Tony, the Tubster. Mace was sitting on Santa's lap asking for an iPod Touch and a drone. What his mother said he was body shamed. When's the last time they made an iPod Touch? Like 2011? I don't know. But I do like
Can
that.
you get me an Atari Santa Claus?
This I want an Atari Jaguar.
Hey, Santa Claus, I want a Virtual Boy.
I want an iPod Shuffle. Y'all still got them? I feel like they're doing the mom a favor here
Y'all
by
got
putting
that iPhone 2?
by putting what he wants in the article. Like, here's what he wants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Someone's going to mail that shit to him.
Oh, he's gonna get his fat little grubby fingers over so many touch
I hope
screens.
he gets 400 iPod touches in the mail, like old shitty used ones.
They all have like weight loss apps installed on them.
Hey,
Ashley,
too far.
Ashley May says, "Very rude. I've never seen anything like it.
Very rude. Okay, it's rude. Okay, very rude. Bad, sad, rude, Santa. Okay."
Okay, now this is the boy here, so I gotta compose myself.
Give me the boy.
I can't do a voice.
Hey, Santa Claus, y'all got some of them iPod touch?
Got any skull?
I want an iPod touch, and I want a bag of chow.
And when I got done, I hate when this happens. And when I got done, he said, "Fuck,
It's okay.
And when I got done, he said, "Lay off the hamburger."
You can't do it.
I can't. He said, "Lay off the hamburgers and French fries," and that really just disrespected me, and I felt awful. Hey, lay off the hamburgers and French fries. Fuck.
The and French fries part really got to me. He didn't even know I like hamburgers and French fries.
Which is great because you know who plays Santa Claus?
Fat guys.
Fat guys play Santa. So that's rich.
Can you imagine how many fat guys there are with white beards in North Carolina?
Yeah, oh God. It's any fucking bar. And I just noticed this. Anthony Mays. 9. Is that? I don't know children. 9. Is this acceptable?
To call a 9-year-old kid fat?
No, to believe and want to sit on a Santa.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, okay.
Right.
See, I never know with the too old for Santa, too old for breastfeeding. I don't know any of this shit.
Wait, you're never too old for breastfeeding.
Potty train, like when can they get off the diaper? I don't know the restrictions for the ages. I just know the 17. That's the one.
She's only 17.
17.
Now there's a song that you don't hear a lot of outrage about. She's only 17. Daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me.
Yeah.
She's everything I dream or something like that. There's a big hit in the 1990 or like 89, late 80s for Winger. And
you got Stevie Nicks, Edge of 17.
Yeah, but that's from her perspective.
Okay.
The song 17 by Winger is from a 20-something, 30-year-old guy's perspective.
And
sort of like
Matthew
McConaughey in Dazed and Confused. You know what's great about high school chicks? I keep getting older. They stay the same age.
Santa.
All right. Hey, Santa Claus, you want to give me one of them high school chicks? Hey, Santa, I want an iPod touch, and I want a Barbie that looks like Honey Boo Boo.
I want a drone. I love they wanted that drone too. Drones are still strong.
I watch my sister sunbathing. Glistening in the sun.
Edge of 17. So what's that one about? Because you just broke it down for me. So now I don't have to decipher lyrics.
I don't know exactly. I just know it's...
Is it a 17-year-old pining after her?
No,
16?
I think it's about her
18?
being 17.
Oh.
At another point in time.
Gotcha.
Whereas the song 17 by Winger is a straight up statutory rape number. Daddy says she's too young. That's in the chorus, okay?
Yeah, so it's multiple.
Daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me.
God damn. Shameless.
No, you know what's worse is on that album, they do a cover of Jimi Hendrix's Purple Rain that is fucking atrocious. It is the worst cover of a classic rock song I've ever heard in my life. It's worse than Michael Jackson's cover of Come Together by the Beatles, which is pretty rough as far as covers go. No. Listen to Winger's version of Purple Rain and try not to kill yourself.
Winger.
And I have nothing against Winger. Reb Beach is an awesome guitar player. But Jesus Christ, that cover is just rough. I bet he regrets doing that at this point. I bet he's like, yeah, I shouldn't. He was like 19 or some shit when that album came out. I bet he's like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Do you mean Purple Haze?
Purple Haze. When I say Purple Rain?
Yeah.
I said Purple Rain like 14 times.
Yeah.
One Lagunitas is all it takes. No, Purple Haze.
You should see him at these dad bod shows, guys. It's great.
Yeah, great. Purple Haze. It's really rough.
Cool. Is it his birth name? Beachwater, whatever the fuck.
Reb Beach.
Red Beach.
Reb Beach. He's the guitarist.
Okay.
Kip Winger is the singer. There's no way his name's really Kip Winger. I'm going to look that up right now. Winger. Kip Winger's real name. It's not Kip Winger.
It's like a fucking NXT rookie. It's me, Kip Winger.
Did we talk on the show about how Reb Beach from Winger blames Beavis and Butthead for their career tanking because Stewart wore a Winger shirt on the show and he was like their foil?
Okay, no. Yeah, I mean, when things go south, I'm sure people look for.
He's like, that's what killed us. Right. And I'm thinking, Beavis and Butthead came out in like late 92, probably 93. Y'all were done at that point. Nirvana came around, dropped that big grunge dick on your heads. And
y'all were done.
Charles Frederick Kip Winger. No, that's his real fucking name.
Kip Daniels.
Charles Frederick Kip Winger.
So the Kip is in the middle there somewhere?
Yep.
In there with the skull and the drone. I like your adolescent boy hillbilly.
Hey, Santa Claus, can I get one of them iPod touches and or maybe a hand job from my big sister?
I just picture you doing it like with one eye open, like a Popeye impression.
Nah, it's one eye open because I ain't got none. I ain't got but one eye.
All right, we've had fun at this little huge boy's expense.
This little huge boy, you're a piece of shit.
So I wanted to do this last week.
You're like, I'm fat shaming everyone. I've earned it. Here it comes.
Yeah. Is this what bullying feels like? This is great.
What have I been missing out on all these years?
So we're reaching the end of the year. Lot of end of year reviews and lists, and I wanted to do my favorite movies of 2018. I wanted to do some of the worst movies with honorable mentions, and do like a top 10 of my favorite movies that I've seen in theaters. Because I had Movie Pass, I had Cinemia. So I wanted to do it that way. But before I did this, I wanted to hear Jim's list of what were some of the best and worst that you've seen. It doesn't have to be in the theaters because you don't go as often as I do.
So here's what I'll do. I'll recap the movies that I've seen at the theater, and I'll go from best to worst. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So my favorite movie of the year, the only movie this year that I've seen twice, is Halloween. Mm-hmm. It was so good. It was a payoff like no other payoff for me because of how many times I've been disappointed at the theaters with horror movie sequels and prequels or whatever. And it had been built up, and it was impossible for me not to build it up because John Carpenter was back doing the score with his son. He was executive producing. Jamie Lee Curtis came back, and she had already come back twice. So you knew if she came back a third time, it was probably some real shit going on. And it delivered in my mind. I mean, it nailed it out of the park for me.
Oh, yeah.
But a close one for me is Avengers.
Avengers Infinity War?
That was this year. May?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Infinity War was good. I You know what? I think I've seen that one twice as well. I think I have seen that one twice. I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, I like that one too.
It was really good. You know, I don't think there's any spoilers at this point, but I loved the way the characters reacting to the people just like disappearing into the nothingness was really neat. And like some of them are really heartfelt, like when Peter Parker starts disappearing and Tony's holding on to him and I don't want to go. Like that one got to me. That was really good. I also saw Ant-Man and Wasp.
Okay, that's not on any of my lists.
Which was
Haven't seen it.
I thought it was pretty good. It was funny, like the first one. It was probably a little funnier than the first one, but then also toward like sort of the subplot of the movie is sort of serious. They're trying to find Hank Pym's wife who went, who disappeared into the quantum realm. And then at the very end in the post-credit scene ties in with Infinity War. That was not bad. Then Hotel Transylvania 3 was
tolerable.
I don't remember 2, but 1 was better.
Oh, yeah.
But not by much. It was okay. It was very obvious what was happening. I know it's a kid's movie and everything.
What, money grab?
But no.
Churning it out?
No,
this is like, we're going to vacation. Put your flip-flops on.
Exactly. And you know right away that the person running the cruise ship is like the villain's daughter. You can just tell. And I was surprised that's what it is. But she's falling for Drac. For real. Oh, surprise.
Oh no. Adam Sandler.
And then the worst movie that I've seen at the theater this year was definitely Goosebumps 2, Goosebumpier. I had nothing to do with the first movie. None of the actors are back because they went on to bigger and better things like How I Killed Myself Last Summer on Netflix or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Jonas-looking guy is in that movie. And he's in that 13 Ways to Kill Yourself every season show. That Jack Black is barely in it. And I love Jack Black.
Yeah, because it's like his franchise, I guess.
Yeah, he's like barely in it. And then at the end, they sort of like kill him off. Spoilers. No one cares. I guess he's not barely in it because he does the voice of the dummy. But as a physical on-screen character, he's not in it like he was in the first one. And it seems weird to say that like I liked the first one a lot more because I didn't really like the first one until I saw this one. And I like the first one a lot more.
It just makes me want them to make an Are You Afraid of the Dark movie, which they are doing. And
it'll be way better than Goosebumps.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll wait.
So the thing with Goosebumps is in the trailers they have a gummy bear gag and they play the gummy. I'm a gummy bear. They play like the gummy bear theme song in the trailer, but that's not in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a gummy
bear.
Gummy
bear song in the lore. I'm a gummy bear.
Yeah,
doing gummy shit.
Yeah, it sort of sounds like Barbie.
I'm so sticky. Girls are icky. Oh. See, I kept it PG.
I won't do that.
I could write a Goosebumps 3.
So, unfortunately, because I don't get out to the theater much, that's all I've got for you.
That's fine. That's
so Halloween at the top.
More than I thought.
Halloween at the top. Even though Infinity War, like, I guess on paper, like it's a more monumental technical achievement and what they did with the story threads and blah 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 blah. You don't understand. Every Avengers movie. Okay, Avengers 2 sucked. But like a lot of the Marvel movies are really good. So it's sort of we talked about how I get bored with how consistently good they are.
Right.
And like for a Halloween movie to make me go twice, that's literally never happened before.
I think when a lot of these other like actual critics and AFI lists and bullshit, I wouldn't be surprised if Halloween outranks Infinity War on quite a bit of them. Quite a bit of them. So,
Like, did the Solo movie come out this year or like late last year? Because I didn't see that.
It was this year. It was this year, and yeah, I'm gonna do the worst movies that I've seen in theaters.
Oh boy!
In no particular order. Solo.
No particular order.
Yeah, Solo was really bad. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be because that bar was low, but it was still pretty shitty. The dragon mama from Game of Thrones, I didn't like her casting. I actually thought the Solo kid did a very good job considering all the shit we heard about how he was the worst actor in the world. But there was a lot of it was just the writing was fucking abysmal, just fucking abysmal.
I'd only heard about it from somebody that really liked it. But even they were like sort of, it was okay. It was like sort of fun to go see. I'm glad I went to see it, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't hear it from anybody that had seen it and was like, oh, it's actually really good.
It's weird because I don't like Rogue One, even though people are like, that's actually good. And I'm like, if you say so. There are parts of Solo that are enjoyable, which I think makes it better than Rogue One because I think Rogue One doesn't have fucking anything going for it. It's a spy movie that doesn't do spy shit. Solo at least has a couple laughs, a couple decent action scenes. It's just overall, you're just like, you fucking Han Solo and you fucked it up. So that's Solo. Another terrible movie I saw in theaters was Tomb Raider.
I forgot
movie.
about that.
Yeah, holy shit. It was just very generic shit. She doesn't solve any puzzles. And the time she does, we don't really get to see her do it. It's like a before and after. She's like, I've solved it.
Remember that time when you solved that puzzle?
And yeah, it's bad. And they force a love story, which is just terrible. Another bad movie I saw in theaters. And this almost got an honorable mention instead of worst movies because I was like, it was all right. It's Ready Player One. Ready Player One wasn't great. It was once again some enjoyable moments.
Is Harrison Ford in that?
Ready Player One? No.
What am I thinking
I don't think so.
He was
Blade
in
Runner?
Ender's Game. Was he in Ender's Game?
Yeah, he's like a
hey, I'm just here to be this old guy that doesn't give a shit.
We need you to kill kids or some such shit. I didn't read the books. Also on the worst movies I've seen, The Nun, that branch off from the Conjuring universe. And I was looking forward to this movie because Conjuring was good. Conjuring 2 is good. And so I assumed this little branch off movie would be good, but it was one of the fucking worst horror movies I've seen in a while. But it wasn't the worst horror movie I've seen in theaters this year because that goes to Insidious, The Last Key.
Which is Insidious, what, 4?
6? Yeah. Skeleton lost leg. I thought it was a skeleton key, but it's The Last Key, which doesn't make sense. They should just call it a skeleton key because it was like a skeleton monster with key fingers. It's right there in the name. This wasn't this next movie wasn't in theaters, but I had to throw it in here. It was Netflix. It was The Cloverfield Paradox, which is like a little. It's okay, but they forced a lot of the Cloverfield lore bullshit into it.
There is such a thing?
Yeah. I think it's still on Netflix.
It's the fourth Insidious. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was joking when I said 4.
No, they're up there, and I think they're doing another one. But the funny thing about the Cloverfield Paradox one, the best part about it was the marketing, because they were like, hey, it's the Super Bowl. Hey, it's the halftime of the Super Bowl. When the game's over, hop on Netflix. We're uploading the Cloverfield Paradox right now. So it was very cool marketing and advertising.
Hold on, we have AT&T. We're still uploading it.
But the movie is dog shit. Another dog shit movie that I saw in theaters was the comedy Tag, which is based on a true story of the adults that have this never-ending game of tag.
Who makes a fucking movie called Tag and like sells that based on a true story?
Yeah, it's
based on actual events.
It's not good. The jokes aren't funny. The tone's all over the place because it's like, oh, it could be a fun romp, but they're like, no, he's got cancer. And I'm like, oh, you fucked it up.
Tag, you're dead.
And the last one on my worst movies list here is it's Venom.
Why would
You
we
know,
do
it's
that?
Venom.
Why would we do that? I'm a reporter. Why would we do
Hey,
that?
hey, Mrs. Kim, is everything okay? It's me, Eddie Block. Terrible. Terrible.
Eddie Block, why would we do that? We were just a reporter.
So before I get to my top 10 favorite movies that I saw in theaters.
God, you've seen 20 fucking movies in theaters this year?
I get my money's worth out of those fucking things.
Listen to me.
So just some honorable mentions. And it might surprise some people that some of these didn't make my top 10. A Quiet Place. I thought was pretty good. I thought that was a pretty good movie with John Krasinski. Deadpool 2. You know, Deadpool 2 is good. Some funny jokes.
I didn't see that, and
time.
I was disappointed that I didn't see it in theaters.
It's good so far. Those, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. Fourth wall, dick jokes.
And I remember us shitting on A Quiet Place premise-wise, like before we knew anything about it. Like,
yes.
Shh, don't walk too hard.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. Honorable mention for that. That one just came out. It was fine. The first one's better. Same goes with Incredibles 2. Now, Incredibles 2 almost made my worst movies because, God, I was like, we're having an okay time. I expected to have a good time. Pixar.
First one is 12 fucking years old.
Yeah. Incredibles 2, it's very like political, and I didn't like it. I didn't like a lot of the choices that they made. And another honorable mention to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Really? I had a decent time watching that fucking movie. It didn't take itself too seriously, and there wasn't a lot of fucking around.
That's true. I didn't see it at theater, so I didn't count it. I saw it at the old Red Box. But
like they get Chris Pratt to the island real quick. We get the bad guy who's just over the top bad guy. I gotta get that dinosaur, man. And you got that brontosaurus. Remember when the brontosaurus is trying to get on the boat, but the boat pulls off and the island's on fire, and the brontosaurus is like, you can hear him. I'm gonna burn. And it's like a fucking Jurassic Park. Like, good for you. Honorable mention to Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Now, you inhaled.
I did
deeply.
inhale. I didn't really like that movie. I had actually forgotten that I'd seen it.
Where would you rank it on yours? If
I had seen it at the theater, probably in between. I mean, I'd probably still put it above Hotel Transylvania 3. So
that's funny.
But like right after Ant-Man and Wasp.
I thought, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to argue.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking Jurassic World Park.
I just saw that, and I don't go looking for these things, but right away I'm like, oh, she's a clone.
Yeah, it actually took me longer than it should have.
And then when you're waiting for that shoe to drop in the story, it like distracts you from the movie.
Yeah, they do like 2 extra scenes with those 2 characters that they didn't need to do.
Right.
Like more hints. And I'm like, no, the one hint that I should have seen long before anyway. But you know, it's got to be for everybody. my favorite movies of 2018 that I saw in theaters. Ultra screen, IMAX, recliner chairs. Number 10.
Fat Dicks
4. Number 10. Rampage.
Really?
With Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I had such a good time. It's just, if these movies start realizing what they are and don't take themselves too seriously, we're going to have a good time.
A la Toxic Avenger.
Yes.
I would even argue Halloween doesn't take itself too seriously.
I don't know about that.
Seriously enough. Not too seriously. That kid is fucking adorable.
That's true. Oh yeah, those scenes. So yeah, Rampage. I know we all saw it. We all made fun of it, or like with the trailers, and I don't think anybody saw it. But it was good.
How is The Rock not turn into an animal? That's what. Ugh.
Yeah. Number 9, Avengers: Infinity War.
That's really low on the list.
It's low on the list, isn't it? Number 8, Blockers with John Cena. This is the parents.
Cock blockers, right? Or they
cock blockers.
Rooster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I was so pleasantly surprised at this
Who are the not
fucking
flex
movie.
people? It's like
Not flex.
Shellfish throw up Leslie Mann, isn't she in it?
I think she is. There's a bunch of like guys where I'm like, oh, you're a very funny actor. I do not know your name at all. Sorry, sir. I don't know. I'm curious. It only has a 6.2 on IMDb, which seems low. Yeah, Leslie Mann is in it. Ike Barinholtz. I don't know that. Yeah. All right. So it's a funny movie. If you ever get a chance to see it, don't sleep on it because it does look like you might not want to touch this movie ever with any device.
I just want
'cause it
one
just looks
spoiler.
stupid.
One spoiler.
Okay.
Is there a reference to not being able to see John Cena?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I don't think so, but he fucking body slams a kid that's trying to fuck his daughter, and it's fucking hilarious. He fucking puts him through a table. But it's hilarious because he's like Ned Flanders in this movie.
It's like
He's
super
like
straight man.
Yeah, super straight man, nice sweetheart of a guy. And there's only one scene where he kind of loses his shit and where he like busts in on him, and he just like instinctively just like picks him up and fucking throws him through a table. It's a great little movie. And so that's number eight there. Number 7. This is gonna be controversial because a lot of people don't like this movie, but I thought it was fine. And it's Black Panther. I thought Black Panther.
Oh, that came out this year?
That did come out this year.
I fucking saw that this year. God damn it. So wedge Black Panther in for me right after Infinity War.
Okay. That makes sense. This next movie, number whatever the fuck, is
6, I think.
I saw this on worst movies of the year list, and I said, really? I thought it was great.
So this is your number 6 pick.
My number 6 is Super Troopers 2.
I didn't get a chance to see that. I wanted to so badly.
It's a Super Troopers movie. They did the things, and we had a good time. And Rob Lowe like jiggles a man's dick, and it's fucking hilarious. It's just comedies make this list. I was so
they do it right. It's not just
definitely.
like rehashing everything beat for beat.
Some of them a little, here and there, but if you're funny, you can get away with it.
Okay.
And they did. Another comedy here at the 5 spot. Game Night.
I heard that was good.
I loved Game Night.
That's
I
Rachel
saw Game
McAdams
Night.
and Jason Bateman.
Yes. And the fucking pale, crazy fucker from Breaking Bad, Todd. Oh, he's great in this too. but I saw Game Night and Blockers like a month apart, and like my world was changing. I was like, did Hollywood figure out how to make comedies? Because this is nuts. And then like Ghostbusters 3 came out, and I was like, oh no, we're good.
Don't call it that. Don't ever call it bat. Don't ever bat it called.
Number 4, just saw it not too long ago. Overlord, the Nazi zombie movie. It was fucking sick.
I was really
ultra
curious
violence
to see where that ranked on your list because I was pleasantly surprised with your review of it. That's it.
Yeah,
it sounded like I was going to say more things.
It did. It hit all the things it needed to hit. Like if they assigned me with this movie, that's the movie I would have given them. So I thought they did a great job. It's very entertaining. Overlord. Number 3, Hereditary. That was a spooky, scary, sometimes terrifying and awkward movie. Hereditary. This is making all the lists, of course, but
I can't even picture a trailer or anything for this.
This is the one where the little girl in the trailer goes. She does a little mouth clicking, and they kind of try to set the tempo to that. And the trailer doesn't really do it many favors, but the movie itself is crazy good. Check that out. And that's actually me to you, not our audience. Watch Hereditary. It's worth the ending alone. Number 2. See now we're getting to it. Because we're getting to where does Halloween fall, So here we go. Number 2. Mission Impossible Fallout. Tom Cruise with all the right moves.
Your American Idol winner. Oh, good.
Yeah. Fallout's great. All super cool stunts. The story is great. Superman is in it. The guy that's not Superman anymore
Grew
because
his
he's
mustache.
like, yeah, fuck it, yeah. It's so some good scenes in there. It goes from like set piece to set piece, stunt to stunt. It never stops. It's great. The comic relief, Simon Pegg and the other guy, hilarious. Just keep making these movies before like the murder news comes out with Tom Cruise and all that shit.
So Henry Cavill he's not American. Is he American in this movie?
I believe so.
Man, those
does a good job.
Talented fuckers.
He does a good job. And my number one favorite movie of 2018 that I saw in theaters 3 times was Halloween 2018.
Damn right.
It was so good. And as I was putting this list together, I was like, it feels like forever ago. It feels like I want to see it again, and I haven't seen it in such a long time. It's been like a month and a half. Where I was like, is this on Blu-ray yet? Can I just? It's Christmas. I'll get it for myself. I hate that we have to wait like 4 or 5 months before we can get these movies and own them. Because I'm just gonna have it on. I'm gonna buy a separate TV, mount it in the corner of my room like a hospital, and it's just gonna play 24/7.
We talked about it all year leading up to it. We had a post-game breakdown, 1.5 hour long episode, 40-minute I think episode about our thoughts on it. And it's not like we both thought it was perfect and it didn't have flaws, but god damn, did they just knock it out of the park with what this should have been the whole time. And oh god, it was just finally to have something worthy of the name, of the franchise name up there, you know? It was so gratifying for me. It was so good. It was not too long. The pacing seems a little slow, but it's like perfect. It's really good build. When he puts that mask on, the way the soundtrack differentiates between Michael kills again, The Shape kills, The Shape returns, like The Shape hunts Allison.
I didn't even notice that.
I noticed
because at that point, because he doesn't have the mask yet, so he's Michael.
He's Michael, and Michael is terrifying.
And once he gets the mask, he's just, God damn it, Dale, you idiot.
That shot where he goes in the trunk, puts his fucking mask on, and they hit you with that theme. It sounds like it would be corny after 50 million Halloween movies and 40 years and all that. But god damn, they just nailed it. It was just...
It's very good.
That's still my lock screen on my work computer is the shot from like under the trunk where he right when he has the mask on. That's just so good. And the fucking music, you and I were both worried about this. Like, is John Carpenter is it gonna sound dated? Is he just gonna do the same old thing? How is he gonna keep it the same but freshen it up? And man, him and Cody, fucking, they just rocked it.
Yeah.
They destroyed that soundtrack. The Shape hunts Allison. Because it's like, what's the new stuff we're gonna get? Are those themes gonna be memorable? Yes, they are.
I just remember because like the movie's doing its thing, and we're getting some of the new jams. I'm like, this is good. This is great. I'm having the amazing. But when he fucking steps aside at that gate, and the Shape hunts Allison kicks in. Yep. I just about fucking shout through the roof. I was like, oh my God.
And that gag, like you could do that motion light gag wrong. Like you could fuck that up. And they did it perfect because nobody knows that it's him and the guy's drunk and he's just back there. And we see him, but he's not worried. He's like, yo, Mr. Elrod, blah, blah, blah. And then we know he's going to be a little bit closer next time. But you don't know how close. And then you're like, oh, that's too close for my comfort. And then you know that the next time that light comes on, shit's going to pop off. But he doesn't know that.
Well, I think what's great about it is they could have, subverted expectations. Like maybe we'll do something new and fresh. Because the first time it goes off, everyone in the audience goes, oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy, we know. And they could have done it like a different type of payoff, but no, it's exactly what you think is going to happen. And he stabs the shit out of this little boy, and then he fucking shoves his face on the post.
It's sometimes exactly what you think is going to happen isn't a bad thing. I think filmmakers try and knee jerk away from that, but sometimes exactly what you think is going to happen can be the perfect thing because it's building terror in the audience.
And when the Blu-ray eventually comes out and I buy it, like I said, there's supposedly some alternate kills. So we're going to have more footage of that sort of thing. Maybe the lady that gets stabbed in the neck with the knife, maybe she gets killed a couple other ways, and they went with this one. I don't know. I can't wait, but to see it. Maybe alternate or extra Carpenter stuff, do you think, on the Blu-ray? Or is that something that would come out on like a Spotify?
Oh, you mean music?
Like, yeah, songs like that. We didn't get to these.
I hope so.
A scene that was cut or something. Anything.
I hope there's more. I hope there's commentary with him.
They're fucking fools if they don't.
Aren't they?
That sells Blu-rays.
He's a fucking commentary master.
Oh yeah, he just brings Kurt Russell in just because.
God damn! I would like start beating off right away. Like, hey, yeah, John, yeah, I wasn't even in this movie, but it's great that you did it again. And he's like, well, how's hockey
Jamie's
going?
great.
Yeah.
Just bullshit. So those are the movies.
I got to play a planet that's a god. Thanks to you casting me as Elvis.
Yeah. So those are movies for 2018 that we saw. I have a quick list for some movies in 2019, mostly the first half of 2019, because I've planned my Cinemia 2 movies a month ticket scheme. So I'm just going to name some of these movies to see what we're in for 2019. Starting in January, Glass, the M. Night payoff to those movies. Glass.
Mm-hmm.
Lego Movie 2 is going to be coming out.
Emmett.
Dumbo. Captain Marvel. Shazam, that looks great. Pet Cemetery. They're redoing the Pet Cemetery.
That
Aladdin,
looks creepy. That does look creepy.
And it's John Lithgow. They did a good job. Aladdin, John Wick 3.
Oh, I got to see John Wick 2 yet.
Oh, yes. It's great because it picks up right after the first one.
Is Kevin Nash back as a different character?
I would love it. He's super bouncer now. Toy Story 4, Child's Play. That's supposed to have a June 20th fucking release date, and they're just like, he's an AI that goes wonky. It's like, you fucking idiots.
Strangeland 2.
Strangeland 2. It's time for it. Avengers 4, Detective Pikachu, the new Men in Black International, I believe it's called. Mm-hmm. Lion King, the full motion, whatever, live action is what it's called. Spider-Man 2, because I guess Spider-Man Homecoming is one. The New Mutants, and Hobbs and Shaw, which is The Rock and Jason Statham's characters from Fast and Furious. They've getting their own branch-off, spin-off show movie called Hobbs and Shaw.
This sounds like a lot of money rolling in 2019.
Yeah, and that's just until August. So, whew.
Yeah, and then 2020 when Halloween 3 comes out.
Yes. So,
I am nervous about that one. I will say that. I'm nervous about that one. I trust him, but I'm nervous about it.
He's like, he's finally going to get to do what he wanted to do with this one. Was like, we're going to reshoot the ending of the previous movie, and we're going to put it at the beginning of the next movie.
That was really an ambulance driver down there that got set on fire.
Any
It
plugs?
was really the guy. What's his name? The character's name? Hey, any word on Allison?
Hey, Roy or something. No, it wasn't Roy.
That's Jason from Part 5. We all know that.
Any word on Allison? No, we're gonna find out. It's gonna pick up. When she's holding the knife in the back of the fucking pickup truck, and it's gonna keep panning to the driver, and it's Michael Myers driving the truck.
They really, you know what? They really hard sold not showing us who the fuck is driving that truck though. But the characters saw, I think. So
yeah. don't make me nervous. All right, let's plug it up. Follow me on the gram at Dale Zawad. I got a bunch of rat pictures, probably some D&D shit. I don't remember what I put up on there today, but those are my plugs.
Dad Bod is playing in Tinley Park, Illinois, on Friday, January 25th, at Hailstorm Brewery. We are back at Hailstorm Brewery. We're going to be drinking beers, playing some 90s grunge rock tunes.
Yeah, bring some tissues.
Go on Facebook and follow Dad Bod. You'll know it's the right Dad Bod when you see a shirtless Dad Bod.
Fuck. This was episode 50. Thanks for listening. I'm the Toxic Avenger.
I'm the word on Allison. God damn, I killed Dale with that one.